We are live, live, live.
We live. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Ah.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
how are
hey.
you?
I am
Woo.
doing amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Kind of a long day, but I've been setting up my entire week to be just here today in this moment, live with you. So we here making sure we do the thing.
So amazing. So amazing. Well, you need no introduction because we've done plenty of introduction on the social medias. So let us hop straight into this interview, shall
Let's
we?
do it.
Alrighty. So you have had success early and often in your career. Whether you've been performing in off-Broadway musicals, performing in your own skits on YouTube, or being a recurring cast member on Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out, which is so exciting. So tell us, what do you believe have been the keys to your success so far?
The keys to my success, I would say, are consistency, originality, and patience. Yeah, patience. Consistency. When I set a plan, whether it's for the week or for the month, I just follow through on it. I follow through and try to complete as many of my goals as I can. Originality. Whenever I write anything, whether it's content or even working and collaborating with other people, I draw from my own life experiences. So anything that I know that I remember as a kid or anything that happened to me last week, all of that is usable content that I use. And I'm like, yo, maybe I can make a story out of it. Or I just pitch it to somebody else who might need something. And for patience, it's what's mine is mine. What's meant for me is meant for me. And I try my best not to just lose my cool, just kind of stay grounded in every choice that I make, not really going back or reneging, as some space players might say. I try to
Yes.
just know that the choices that I make come from a place of authenticity and truth.
So awesome. Yeah, consistency is key. I've heard that so much over the past.
Totally is, because life will come for you, man. You just gotta stay the course.
Yes, yes. And so tell me, you have roots in Brooklyn, right? You're from Brooklyn, New York, but also you
Mhm.
studied at the illustrious HBCU here
Yes,
in Howard University before returning to Brooklyn to study anthropology
yes.
at Brooklyn College. So, what do you think about the debate of actors getting an education versus not getting an education, just jumping into things, and
Oh
how do
man.
you think education help their success?
Um, First, I education is key. Education is pivotal. Any type of artistry or fine art, requires some form of meticulous study. So I truly believe it's the groundwork towards any successful career. Howard University trained me technically as a performer, physically. And Brooklyn College trained me and expanded my awareness of different stories that I could tell. Studying anthropology expanded my mind as a scholar, as an academic. So I constantly draw from my experiences having to write a whole bunch of essays
Right.
or having to be able to decipher a particular historical piece of content using different type of data, demographic data. And it sounds all disconnected a little bit, but for me, I draw upon those things when I'm writing a story or developing a character, giving it an anthropological angle. So a lot of the things that I studied as an anthropologist were cultural aspects, linguistic aspects, how regional dialects can change from region to region, how people use certain idioms, certain sayings. For me, as a Black dude, Haitian Dominican, that was grounded in my life experience as a brother in the country with a different type of ethnicity. From New York, we are from different type of places, but when you leave New York, when you go to DC, when you go to Cali down south, we just Black. We just African American. That's just what it is. So living in this particular niche is where most of my life experiences draw from, and that's what fuels my artistry.
So awesome. And speaking of being Haitian Dominican, having that whole Creole flavor, background, you do speak French, you speak Creole. So how do you believe your roots in your community and your upbringing affected your success?
How do I feel my Haitian roots affecting my success? Well, Haitians are very prideful, very, 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 very prideful, and so I believe that that hard work that has always been displayed by my parents, by my aunts and uncles, just rubbed off on me at a very early age. And you know, despite the fact that most Haitians you meet or most Caribbeans you meet are very much centered and grounded in the medical field, um, that sense of pride is something that I hold for my artistry, for my acting, for my screen acting, my screenwriting, my storytelling. That same exact energy, that same exact drive and motivation is what pushes me to continue to go further and faster in my career.
So awesome. And I want to thank everyone who's joining us. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, drop them in
What's
there.
up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? Black Motivation Broadcast here with Josh Pyram, and we're so very excited to get into this interview. Let's hop into the next question, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
So, if you could go back in time to the beginning of your career and tell yourself anything, what would you say?
If I could go back in time and tell myself anything at the beginning of my, I would say this. I would say learn to balance life and career.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would say a healthy work-life balance is what they say.
Okay.
There are many times where I can truthfully say I missed out on special moments. I missed out on spending quality time with people that I love. Uh, I missed out on going out places or even the small little moments that you can never get back, or just taking a break and cherishing small moments. That's really what I mean to say. Cherish the small moments because once work is work and once life is moving, and we can sometimes get so laser focused. I know I've gotten laser focused once or twice before, um, 3 or 4 times before, and I didn't. I think I just steamrolled through a lot of my younger years a bit, just because I was just constantly rehearsing and constantly just working. But yeah, I would tell myself at a younger age, have a little fun, spend time with people that want to spend time with you. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely need to take out that time, like you said, for those moments to really enjoy life.
hmm
The cameras are off and the lights are off. Life, like you said, is still going on. So
Life is still going on.
definitely
The whole point of being able to tell stories is by telling stories through the life that you live. So how you about to do all of that if you ain't living it?
Hey,
Come on now.
what can we say about that?
Come on now.
So, tell us, who are some of your heroes and sheroes in the industry?
Oh, I love this question. Cool. I'm gonna pick three because I like three. Shiro Issa Rae,
Okay.
self-made producer. I'm all about it. I am all about it. Just being able to recognize the power that you yourself have as an actor, as a producer, as a writer. She's made an amazing career of herself, and that's just something I kind of aspire to do.
Yeah.
Hero Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. I love Wayne.
I don't know why these younger cats these days be sleeping on Brady.
You know?
Wayne Brady. Look. I would say like we could have this debate: Wayne Brady versus Jamie Foxx. Nah, Wayne Brady.
Okay.
Because the brother got a bit of class and demeanor to him. Jamie does have class and demeanor. Don't look.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying. That
Right.
what I'm saying is you're just as great. But Wayne Brady's an OG in the game. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like we have to give him respect and homage for that. And new cat up in the game, Christopher Emmanuel.
Okay.
Christopher Emmanuel. He is one of the cast members on Black Lightning. He plays TC. And the reason why I chose him is because recently he's been doing a lot of good philanthropic industry work, which was something I haven't seen anywhere else. One example is the Actors Connect Clubhouse. And the club, everybody knows what Clubhouse is these
Right.
days. Actors Connect is so special. It's so nuanced because it's a place where casting directors, agents, managers, actors, talents, dancers, we're all in this one place trying to not only learn a little bit more of what we don't know, but it's like, yo, throw away the gatekeeping, throw away the veil, throw away all of this pomp and circumstance. Like, yo, let's talk about the realness that is being in the industry and what it takes to progress. And it's just a spiritual place as well. You know, he loves to come into the room and say, you know, just letting y'all know this is a faith led and driven room. If that makes you uncomfortable, you know, that's completely up to you. But I'm going to take this moment to pray for everybody in the room. Oh,
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, man, that hits me. It hits me home. I'm a church boy. We all,
Yes.
many times in the culture, we from church, and so to reinvigorate the artistry with the spirit does something very special. So he's definitely one of my heroes currently.
So awesome. So awesome. Well, speaking of heroes, you're one of ours. That's
Me?
all. You know, we wanted to bring you on this episode, right? So what advice would you have to give to up and coming actors who want to perform on Broadway or on television?
Advice: NETWORK.
Yes.
Networking. Yo, you just never know who you're gonna run into. So always have your best foot forward. Make sure that you come correct the first time, just because impressions last a lifetime. And we've all been there. Let's just be honest. Sometimes we aren't prepared for every moment that comes before us. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in that. Continue to network. Continue to build, and build the relationships and build meaningful relationships. Don't just be out here trying to get stuff from people. Be willing to share. Be willing to open. Be willing to be vulnerable. And that's how I think we can build great relationships.
So awesome. So awesome. Networking is my number one thing. I'm all about networking. So for
Mhm,
sure, I
mhm,
definitely need
mhm,
that advice. Y'all need to listen. Heed the wise man right here talking about networking in the industry.
mhm.
For sure. So, what is some of the best advice that you have been given by someone who's come up in the industry before you?
Best advice I've gotten from someone in the industry before me was from Will Smith's person, one of Will Smith's personal photographers. I'm sure he has a bunch, but Sterling Milan is his name. And I'm not gonna go through the entire story, but
Okay.
let's just say I found my place in the place where most people wouldn't find themselves by my own means. Let's just say it like that.
Okay.
But they were shooting here at Brooklyn College for Gemini Man, and I just so happened to be able to run into the brother, and we got to chopping it up. And you know, I asked him for advice. You know what's interesting? I asked him that exact question you asked me,
Really?
whether or not I should go back to school for my master's
Hmm.
or just continue auditioning. That exact question, right?
Wow.
And he told me this. He said that if you feel like the education that you have is grounded enough and is foundational enough in your personal artistry, then why not go out and apply it? Why not just make your own world? Make make it for you. Go out and just do it. You know, like you
Yes.
can spend your entire life just going for classes and trying to be just as perfect, but perfection is the death of progression. At
Yes.
some point, you got to put your foot forward and get in the dirt and just hit the ball rolling. Make your own world, create your own characters, create the career that's meant for you and you alone. Don't wait for somebody to tell you you're good for something. No, you know you're good for something, so create it for yourself. And that piece of advice was the catalyst behind everything that I feel like I've done and created for myself today. You know, from my short film, from just original content, from my cover songs. It was just me trying to apply that advice like, yo, whatever it is you think you can do and you can do well, just do it. Just do it. Produce, do stuff for you, and just build your craft, build your career
Hmm.
the way you want it. And that's what he said. He's like, that's how Will did it. So you gotta do it too. I was just like, all right, cool, say less.
Exactly, exactly. And speaking of, your gifts making room for you, because that's kind of what we're talking about, right? We're talking about networking and we're talking about honing your craft and your gifts making room for you. So your
Mhm.
gift made room for you on Wild 'N Out. So talk a little bit
Yeah.
about
um,
passing around Wild 'N Out and how fun that is.
fun. Okay, I think the most fun, honestly, my number one joy that I get from being a part of Wild Now is the fact that my face is never on screen. I love it because no one knows who the mascot is normally. You see the mascot on TV, you see the mascot at the live performance.
Right.
But it's such a really cool and funny thing to be you can be an individual, but no one knows anything about you, just this character that you're bringing to life.
Right.
And it was fun interacting with the cast in the suit. It was fun being able to mess around with the crowd. And it was also amazing meeting these stars who are just so fascinated about the suit. Like they ain't never seen a mascot suit before. But they just come in, they come up, it's like, you okay in there, man? You good? And look, it's literally like this close to you. Like
right.
See your eyes like, yo, you good, man? You good in there? And I'm just like, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about it. The little kids from Blackish were fun. They were playing around with me. It's like, yo, you hot in there? Like, you hot down there? You good? Like it's crazy because you're having these genuine, like funny moments with these people who don't know who you are. They don't see your face. They don't know your name. They don't find out your name afterwards. But for me, it was such a humbling experience because, it's like Lala just up in your face.
Right.
Oh, what's up? You want to take a picture? Oh, you're asking me to take a picture? You don't even know who I am, and you're asking me to take. Yes, I want to take a picture with you, Lala. Come on now. It was an experience unlike any other. Like I honestly feel like even if I were one of the comedians on stage, there's still another. You can never really get the mascot experience. It's my experience and my own, and it's a special feeling. And obviously I didn't have the mask on the entire time, and getting to build relationships with people backstage, learning how productions work. In such a really fine way, being able to just be around Nick, like we didn't really hang out, but he was working and watching another brother work, another Black brother in the game work, and watching what it takes to do that. I was just taking notes, man. I was taking as many notes as I can. The experience was an amazing and humbling one, and I can't wait to do it again.
Hey, so fun. So much fun. I'm sure you had a blast.
Oh my God. Well, I'm in my suit just having conversations with myself. It's good.
Yes, awesome. Let's get into some fun questions, shall we? So what are
cool, fun. Let's go.
Black films? Some of your favorite Black films.
Cool. Favorite Black film, School Days. School Days, because it reminds me of Howard. It reminds me of Howard a little bit. My HBCU experience. After School Days would be Dear White People. Dear White People, because it just shows the struggle of different Black folk from across the spectrum, and meeting different Black folk and young millennials and the college experience. They're both college experience related movies. I wonder what that means.
Yes, I noticed the trend.
Can I pick one more? School Days. Oh, Friday. Yeah. Friday just because it's funny as hell, for sure. I'll also throw one more in there, Rush Hour.
What? I love the Rush Hour series. What? Yes.
Just throw it in there. I'm a martial artist as well, so getting a little funny with a little martial arts. Jackie and Chris, like, what? You can't ask for anything else.
You could not. That's awesome. So who is on your music playlist right now? We talked about a little bit about this before. That might not be, everyone's, music playlist, but what is on yours?
My playlist is a little bit different from what most people might listen to. So I got Future Funk on my playlist as number one. Future Funk. People don't know what Future Funk is. That's fine. That's why I'm here. Future Funk is 80s Japanese music.
Oh.
So because I watch a lot of anime, I am definitely inspired by opening and ending songs. And 80s Japanese music hits in ways that you just don't know. One artist that you can check out is Nakarasu, 8299. Not Girl Sue, 82.99. Yeah. Outside of that, I'm listening to a lot of funk, neo soul.
Okay.
Anderson Paak is definitely up there with me. And soca and Afrobeats.
Yes. Okay.
Soca and
Definitely.
Afrobeats. Yeah, you can't. I'm from New York, y'all. What do you expect? Come
What
on,
was
you gotta represent.
that?
So yeah, that's what I'm listening to these days.
Okay, awesome. Well, we talked a little bit about production before and getting into the behind the scenes a while now.
Mhm.
Now you are starting to get into producing as
Yes.
well as acting. So tell us a little bit about your production company, 350 Studios.
350 Studios LLC. It's a Brooklyn-based production company, and we work with actors, actresses, and musicians. We work with actors and actresses, helping them record their voiceovers and creating voiceover reels for them. We also collaborate with writers to help put their original content up on screen.
Yes.
We also connect them by expanding with we connect them with actors and actresses who need help expanding their personal demo reels. So that's kind of what we do right now. We're New York based, we ain't everywhere. But if you're an actor, actress, writer, or just someone who's looking to have more production experience, that is what we are covering right now. So just reach out to me. If you're looking for voiceover work, if you're looking for on-screen work, or if you're just looking for a little bit more production experience, that is what we cover.
So exciting. That is,
Mhm.
that you took your personal experiences and you are now turning it around and helping others.
Absolutely.
And
I know what it's like. Yeah, I definitely know what it's like. That's what inspired me to want to create this studio. Um, I was just messing around, For the most part, I edit my own stuff. I taught myself how to use Final Cut. I learned how to mix and master my own music because I ain't got money to pay other people to do it. So I know what it's like to want to continue and build your career, but it requires finances. Let's just be honest. So I wanted to create a place, a studio, some just an entity that could assist others just like me, who may not have all the resources that I have right now. So I want to be able to provide it to others that need it.
so awesome. Well, congratulations on 350 Studios LLC.
Thank you.
Much blessings to you on your journey with that.
Thank
And
you. Thank you. Thank you.
well, unfortunately, though, we have reached the end of this week's episode. And this has been an awesome episode that's been so fun getting to know more about you and your journey and
Thank
really
you so much for having me.
for sure.
Honestly.
So, we have two more questions just for
Mhm.
you. So, what words of motivation would you like to leave our audience with on this first week's episode?
Keep going.
Mhm.
Keep on going. Keep going because life will throw so many things at you. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life will throw everything at you. But you need to understand that what is for you is for you. Sometimes things may not work out the way we want them to all the time, but just keep going and be confident in your choices. And remind yourself in those moments where you're low, why did you start doing this thing? Why did you begin getting into it? Who did you do it for? What was the reason? And once you know what that really is fundamentally in your heart, you'll always be able to spark yourself back up and fill yourself back up for the rest of the
Hey, this interview has definitely sparked me up for the rest of my day.
day.
And I'm so excited and grateful.
Thank you so much for having me. Mwah.
Thank you as well. So, tell us where we can find you on social media and the web and how we can support you.
For sure. You can follow me on Instagram at Josh Pyram. I think it's there it is.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram at Josh Pyram, Twitter, Josh Pyram, YouTube, Josh Pyram. And if you are interested in any work, like I said, just reach out to me. Hit me in my DMs. Let's talk. Let's chat it up. And you can also follow me on Clubhouse at Josh Pyram. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, y'all. We are out.